What's going on, everybody? It is Friday morning. It is about 80 degrees out on the East Coast, and we are expected to have another heat wave next week, 90, 100 degrees, 110 degree index. And I say that to, I have a theory. I want anybody to let me know if you get ads for, water related things or fans or ACs or cool off in the summer, ads for pools and stuff like that. If we notice your phone, when it picks something up like that, you'll get ads for something to help with that problem that your phone's listening to. And we've all joked about that. We've all joked about how you get random ads for something when you and your friend have a conversation about it. Or if you click on one link, by accident or not, you'll get a million different ads for it. That ties into what this video is about is, all your electronic devices are always listening to you. They are always picking up your data. They are always studying you, monitoring you from your phones, your GPSs that you carry around willfully. We all do. Our cars have cameras and GPSs in them. From every single ring camera to every intersection to every red light, going into the stores, there are millions of cameras in this country facing all different directions. There are audio devices in all different areas picking up everything in real time. And that is a lot of information for the government to take up at one time. Back when the Patriot Act happened, it was for our safety to protect us for potential bad actors in the country. But how many times have we caught the government spying on their own population because they said that they were a bad person? And really, they weren't a bad person. They were just somebody that disagreed with the government. How many times have they been caught doing that versus how many times they haven't been caught doing it? And they're saying, oh, we don't spy on people. They've been caught hundreds of times spying on them. Look at what they're doing to Trump, man. Look how many times they spied on him and the big cover up with that. And now it's all come out that, they have been spying on him. And you don't think that they're monitoring every single one of us? At the Border Patrol, I was reading an article this morning, they were talking about they want to use AI in cities to monitor people for potential suspects or whatever. And do you not think that they will do that to everybody? The AI picks up every single face. It scans every single face, and it either ditches it or not. It either gets a hit or it doesn't. But regardless, it's still picking you up. A lot of politicians in America say that the model that they want for us is how China does things. You have to remember that China and America are very different. We have different freedoms. We have more freedoms over here, supposedly, and liberties, supposedly, than they do in China. But the model that these people in government want for us is how they do things in China. And you can see how China does things, and it's not good for anybody. It might be good for the government as a whole, but it is not good for me and you. It is not good for the average person that is starving because the state-run stores have no food, or you ever notice anything state-run doesn't run very well? Our schools, the doing everything for everybody the same way is not good for anybody. But yet they want to continue down this road of state-run everything. And the only way that they can do that is if they monitor everything and track everything and make sure everything is going the way they want it to. That's why we need to get away from all these, the Alexas and all the cameras everywhere. Turn your phone off when you're not using it. And hell, that could still be tracked by GPS. Those refrigerators that have cameras in them are insane, man. People can literally hack into those and see what kind of food that you have. And my thought is, the advertisement, big companies can buy that information. The big companies don't have to be the ones spying on you. They can just buy the information from a third party that you don't read the little print on their websites. Do you agree? Click the whatever, and you click it not reading it, and it says they're probably allowed to spy on you or, monitor this, that, and the other. And you don't read it. Nobody reads that crap. And then you're like, wow, how do they know this? And it's not some random guy on a computer reading it. It's AI going through all your information, looking at everything. And you're being tracked and traced. Like I said, put into a category. We need to get away from this system that we're in, that we're willfully walking into, blindly, not understanding the consequences of what it means. There was a movie, Will Smith was in it, Enemy of the State. How no matter what he did or where he went, he was always being tracked. That was like back in the 90s, man. And it was, whether they had it back then or not, I have no idea. But the fact is if they want to, they have the ability to track you. If you say one wrong thing, you can be, your social credit score can go down. Just like the model in China. Glenn Beck was talking about a story. I think it was Glenn Beck. He was talking about a story the other day. Somebody went into a store and they tried to buy groceries or something like that, and the credit score was like 2 points below the threshold of what they needed to, and they weren't allowed to buy that product. And it trains us. It teaches us to be good, It teaches us to be good civilians, to be a good boy. It teaches you to fit into the mold, to become what they want you to do. That is not good for everybody. That's not what the government wants for you. Is not good anyway. They want you to be docile, stupid people that just take orders willfully. They want you to be dumbed down. They want you to be weak. They want you to be closed-minded on everything and just trust the government. Trust the government. Do what they say. It's for the greater good of everybody. But the greater good for the whole is not good for the individual. Your freedoms and liberties are more important than the safety and the goodness of everybody else. The same thing with the schools, what they're teaching, that no kid left behind. They're going to teach every kid the exact same thing, but not every kid learns the same way. The way I learn, I have to visually see something and I can understand it. You can tell me 100 times, I'm not going to remember it, but I see it 1 or 2 times and I got it down. Not all children are the same. Not all adults are the same. Not every person in this, in the world is the same. We're all different. And that's okay. We can all be different. We can all do our own thing. But when the government comes in and starts dictating and demanding we all think the same, do the same, walk the same, breathe the same, and they can monitor it in real time and track it in real time, that is a huge issue. And nobody really seems to care about it. Nobody seems to understand how threatening to our liberties that is. This is a thought I was thinking about. That article with the Border Patrol with the AI. It had me thinking about it. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do you think is going to happen 5 years from now, 2 months from now with the AI? The way AI can track you is so much quicker. It is so much more advanced than any one person in the government could track you. And the difference is AI doesn't have emotion with it. They put in parameters for the AI to track. That is it. There's no leeway. There's no gray area. It's like when you're speeding and you're going 2 miles over. A cop could be sitting on the side of the road and he'll say, okay, yeah, 2 miles, whatever. That's not a big deal. 5 miles in, It's up to the individual with emotion to understand the situation. Hey, this guy's going 30 miles over the hour, and he gets pulled over, and his wife's in labor in the back, or his kid has a broken leg or something like that. Cop would say, "Oh yeah, let me 30 miles might be a little excessive, but 15 miles over." The cop might escort you to the hospital and not give you a ticket. However, AI would see you as going half a mile over, and you get a ticket in the mail. The AI has no emotion. It doesn't. It's not humanly involved in the situation. So they put parameters in the AI to what to look for, what to flag, and whatnot. And AI, if you're doing that, or if you're not acting right, it flags you automatically, no questions asked. And now you're in the system. Now you're built into what they're looking for and how they can train you. If somebody that's acting crazy, or not crazy, but somebody that's acting against what the government wants, you can be targeted more with ads to push you back on in line, I guess you could say. I guarantee that's happening. People that speak out more and that are more open-minded and more involved with what's happening, you will get ads targeting you to push you back into line to where, hey, you can trust us. Trust the government, man. You can trust the government. Everybody can trust the government. And they'll do these, programs on you over and over again to reprogram you to get you back in line. And then it's the same thing with the other side that are completely batshit crazy. They get fed more of this stuff too. And it's all by design. This AI stuff is all by design. This total surveillance state that we have, being tracked and monitored every single day, everything that you do is all by design. That the computers that know how long you use the bathroom for, where you go in your house and how long you sit down for, and what you're scrolling on social media and what you're looking up. It knows when you're sleeping. It knows when you're, the AI is like Santa Claus, I guess. It knows when you're doing anything. But we willfully go along with it. We willfully, okay, yeah, whatever. I want y'all to stop and think about that. How intrusive this AI is that we're willfully bringing into our lives and not pushing back against it. AI does not have emotion whatsoever. Very few people in the world anymore have emotion or sympathy or empathy or anything like that. And we're supposed to be okay with it. We're supposed to accept it and embrace it because it makes our lives easier. And it does to a point, but making your life easier in the long run makes it more difficult for your kids and our society because nobody wants to do anything. We can just trust AI to do it. And we're living in an artificial world right now. We're living in such a matrix right now of just people being so stupid and lazy, and trusting AI and trusting the government is probably the worst thing that you can do. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day. Drink plenty of water next week or so. Talk to you soon.